Alright everyone, you good? Grab yourself a seat, I'll begin. I'm going to talk about when I first got my VR headset. I got it back in 2017, when no social games really existed, so I just kind of played the basic tech demo like games. It was okay, but it was so surface level. There's only so many times you can play a zombie shooter, so I kind of stopped using my headset for a few years. Then I saw a game on Steam, a game where you chill about and make friends, but not only that, the worlds and avatars you choose are entirely community made. The possibilities seemed endless. So I gave it a go. I actually started playing when the Uganda Knuckles meme was a big thing, so I was a part of that whole rigmarole, hopping worlds with groups of people just being annoying. It was really entertaining, but it gave me a solid feel of the game, so I started creating. I tried making my own avatars and stuff. It was confusing at first because you had to load models into Blender, mess with them, and load them into Unity. But I got the hang of it. I made some pretty funny avatars. I got my footing and began to understand the inner workings of the game. It was so much fun putting on a character and just interacting with people. All the voices, all the avatars, making people laugh. But it started getting boring. Most of the people I met were weebs and Uganda Knuckles got old pretty fast. And the spin-offs just didn't hit the same. I was starting to lose interest in a game that's theoretically infinite. However, there was a spark. A small glimmer in the literal darkness. I was in a map called Gaia Nights doing my same routine to entertain folk. But I met a guy, I'll call him Twink. Twink came up to me, he was very visibly drunk, and it was hilarious. So we chatted for a while and he mentioned how he'd met a few other Scottish folk. That excited me. Ooh, more Scottish folk. But he said they'd all gone to bed, so he invited me to join him another day, and he'd introduced me to them. A small niche of Scottish people he'd gathered together. It sounded hilarious. Sounded like a right riot. But then something clicked. Yo, I bet drinking in VRChat is a crazy experience. So I gave it a try. The next time I played, I had some drinks and met up with Twink. He introduced me to his collection of Scottish folk, and I was right. It was a riot. The combination of Scottish humour mixed with the creation of avatars led to some hilarious moments. And I joined this little niche community. You could usually find us in the pub, drunkenly singing Toto Africa. And the people I've met in this game, I'm still friends with. And talking about people, there's a few categories you'll meet in this game. I'll run through some of them. Aided with pictures. First off, you have the weebs. They use anime girls as their avatars. Bit odd, but I won't judge. It's usually hard to strike up a conversation with these guys. They have a sort of elitist attitude to the game, refusing to speak with anyone who doesn't have an anime avatar. But obviously not all of them are like that, just the vast majority. But you usually find them in the weird nightclub-esque maps, sat at the mirror, just chatting to each other, or patting each other's heads. Cringe, but whatever. And you got the funny boys, the wise guys. These guys have avatars that are supposed to get a laugh. They go hopping worlds just trying to get reactions from people. These reactions can be negative or positive, they don't care. I think I was in this category to begin with. It can be really obnoxious, but sometimes a bit of comic relief's good. It shows you how creative people can be with their avatars. My go-to was either Shrek or Barby Benson. Good stuff. Next are the exploiters, or glitchy bitches if you will. They make avatars that are designed to attack everyone on a map, or crash individuals. These guys are a massive pain. I'm not sure if they're as common nowadays, but relaunching the game when you're steaming at 4 AM was an absolute pain in the arse. Although saying that, I befriended some of them, and if someone was annoying us, they'd run over and crash them. It was always hilarious. Bit rude when it had happened to me though. Then you have individual niches. These are just roaming groups of people that adhere to one thing. We were more inclusive than just haha funny Scotsman, so I don't think we really fit into this category. But every now and then would come across a group of furries or a group of Spider-Men or anything really. These guys tend not to be so bad, and they're usually really creative with their avatars. Then you have the drinkers, folk that get drunk and just play VRChat. Now people can be in this category and other categories. I think our group is a big part of this. These folk can go two ways though. Either you get a nice group, just having fun and chilling, or you get a single really obnoxious annoying person who's clearly drank way too much. This kind of stuff's also quite a slippery slope. We met a lot of people that were clearly alcoholics, weebs and lonely folk frequenting the sauce. It was always sad to see that. On a lighter note, the last category is streamers and their swarms. Occasionally you would run into a streamer, usually pretty obnoxious on their own, but not as much as their swarms of people trying to get their 15 minutes of fame. This was always awful to run into, but I guess it just shows you people's priorities. Although saying that, I have said hi to a couple of YouTubers. But more importantly, this game's about making memories. One of my most memorable moments in this game was when we met some other Scottish dudes. I was fried singing Toto Africa to myself, and they came up to me. I was just sat on the floor, and I said to them, "Here's Toto Africa." Picked up a guitar and started playing it for them. It's wholesome fun, and I'll remember this for the rest of my life. I know that won't be as funny to you guys as it is to me, but that's what this game's about, making your own memories. Although, just like most things in this pitiful life, I began losing interest. As the popularity in the game declined, the people who played to entertain began leaving, and the concentration of weebs began to increase. Just joining a world was boring. I'd just get ignored by all the weebs. It was such a strange experience. No one seemed to play for fun. The game got taken over entirely, and recently over Christmas, I decided to play just to see what was happening, and the game was filled with kids that had obviously gotten headsets over Christmas. It was a shame, but these things happen. My hope is that as virtual reality becomes more refined, a game will come out that captures what it means to play these kind of games. But I guess I'm a minority when it comes to this. I'm sure they think I'm the weird one. Maybe I should just give up and become a weeb. But either way, I'm hopeful for the future. I'm sure as virtual reality becomes more accessible, games like this will be populated with a lot more people. Because although a niche taking over a game is good for the niche, it's not exactly enjoyable for everyone else. But hey, that's all I gotta say. Sorry if you're a weeb, I don't mind weebs. They're okay. I've seen an anime, JoJo and stuff. It's cool, it's fine. Not everyone's like that, obviously. Gotta say that, not everyone's like that. A lot of people are though. But, it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. Literally been told by weebs like, "Hey, I'm not talking to you unless you're like an anime character." It's fine. I'm not upset. It's fine. Okay. Okay, Mr. Cool Guy. I'm not mad. You're mad. You're mad. I'm obviously joking though. I'm joking though. I'm joking. It's fine. Seriously.
I'm fucking frying.